is everybody, I'm back once again with another hair tutorial. Today I'm introducing you to the Freetress Hipsta Loc, which has the Wrap-N-Loc technology, and basically it's just a crochet lock that has extra hair at the top that you can use to wrap the top of your locks. Normally with crochet hair, when you crochet it in, if it's not the exact color of your hair, it could be very obvious that it's crochet. You could have big bulky knots at the top, but with the Wrap-N-Loc you can cover that section and it can look very natural. Also, if you watch my older individual faux loc video, you'll see that I kind of struggled with getting the hair or my braid into the crochet at the top. It's a little more difficult to get that braid, like that first part of the braid, in there. With this, if you can't get the top of your braid into the lock to where it's fully covered, it's okay because you can just use the loose hair to wrap it up and hide it. It's just so perfect. And installing this is really easy. It might look kind of weird. Honestly, I saw this and I was like, how in the world does this work? I didn't really understand it. But if you watch this tutorial, it's really easy. Alright, so first up, I just wanted to flex on you guys really quick. Like, look at all this hair. I'm so proud of myself. I cut my hair back in 2017, I think. And I didn't really start growing it back until 2018. So I'm actually kind of surprised at how much growth I've had since then. But this is my hair, freshly washed and blown out. Obviously I had it in a ponytail before this, but it's clean, trust me. And now I am parting my hair into 3 sections as I've been doing with all of my styles. So what I'm doing here is individual braids in the front, and then I'm gonna do cornrows in the back. Yes, with these locks you can do great individual faux locks, but you can also do the traditional crochet with cornrows. So I'm just braiding a little at the roots to keep it nice and tight, and then I am twisting at the bottom. Make sure you don't do it too tight because you do want to leave a little space to get the loop and the marley hair at the top of the lock under your braid. And here's my braiding pattern in the back. Once again, I tried to do the zigzag thing, and believe it or not, I did not look at the back of my head at all while I did this, so I'm pretty proud of myself. It's not perfect, but that's really good for me to have not even used a mirror. But yeah, I have braids in the front, and you'll notice I also have about 4 individual braids at the top of that back section. It's a little lopsided, but it works. Now let's get to how to do these individuals. As usual, we're going to insert the crochet hook and put this tiny little loop. Look how small this loop is. I love it. Insert that into the hook, close the hook and pull it through. And make sure you also pull through that marley hair. You want that to come along on the other side, right with the loop. From here, you're going to keep the hook in the loop, and you're going to take the curly end of this lock and put that in the hook, close the latch, and then you're gonna pull the lock all the way through this loop. Again, this loop is so tiny, it makes it like you already don't have a knot because the loop is so small, and yet you can still pull the lock through the loop. Now this is the part that I usually kind of dread about the individual crochet locks. It's pulling your hair through the locks. Now some locks are a little looser and you can kind of just wrap them around your hair. But even with those, I tend to have a problem with getting the top of my braid into the lock. It's so difficult. So I'm going to do what I can. You do want to kind of untwist these just a little bit because they are wrapped pretty tight, which is good because that means your hair is less likely to come out of them. But you're going to start to pull your braid into the crochet lock. You see I've done the first section, and I'm just going to continue doing this until my hair is fully into the lock. Now remember how I said I always have difficulty with getting the top of my braid into the lock? Does not matter here because now you have the marley hair to wrap around the top. And so I'm gonna take the Marley hair, I'm gonna kind of spread it out, puff it up, finger detangle. And then I'm just gonna start wrapping it around my hair. Now I do try to wrap it around the base like 3 times just to get it nice and secure, and then I go down until the hair runs out. Now I did add a little bit of jam to the hair, but really you don't have to. It sticks pretty, not only does it stick really well, but it blends really well. Like you can't tell that there's this little piece of Marley hair that you twisted at the top of the lock. And here's the finished product. And here's the finished look. Now I didn't record me crocheting the back of my head because that's pretty much the same as any other crochet style. You crochet it into the cornrow. The only difference is that you have the Marley hair that you can then wrap at the top. By the way, these are so lightweight. Like once I was done, I was amazed at how lightweight they are. It really doesn't feel like it added any weight to my head. And there's pretty much no tension at all because the loop is so small and the Marley hair just goes under my braids so easily. There's no tightness whatsoever. Another thing I like about these locks is that they look really natural. Like the texture of them is so perfect for natural hair. And really the older they get, the better they'll look. If you like what you saw in this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and let me know what other lock styles you would like me to try, or if you would like me to try a different color. Give me some ideas, guys. And finally, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss a thing. Until next time.